Okay, so it says, given that Z1 is this, Z2 is this, and Z3 is that, determine the following. Z2 times Z3. Okay, so the first thing to do is to do, Z2, which is negative A plus I times 1 take away BI. So that's negative A. Negative A times B would be positive ABI. Plus I, and then I times negative BI is negative BI squared, but that's just positive B squared. Sorry, that's just positive B. Apologies, not positive B squared, positive B. Okay, and then given that we only want the imaginary bit, what we're after is just this bit and this bit. But we don't bother writing the i's, so the imaginary bit is just AB plus 1. So be careful with that. Now, this is Z2 times the complement of Z2. So let's start off with Z2, which is negative A plus I. And the complement is negative A take I. And if I expand that, I get A squared plus AI take AI, so that cancels. And then it's take I squared, which is really just plus 1. Now the magnitude is the size of this. So one thing to not fall for is doing the Pythagoras bit, because really, if you're thinking about this is a real number, this A squared plus 1, and that's heading out that way. So we don't need to do anything funny with Pythagoras, because it's not A squared in that direction and 1 in that direction. It's just A squared plus 1. There is no imaginary part. So the magnitude is A squared plus 1. Okay, Z2 over Z3. Well, Z2 is negative A plus I. And Z3 from above is 1 take BI. And we want to times that by 1 plus BI. 1 plus BI. Okay, so that leaves us with negative A minus ABI plus I plus BI squared, which is really just take B all over. So we already had that bit. 1 plus BI take BI, take B squared I squared, which is B squared. And then that would be it. In fact, you don't even need to do anything else. Okay, Z1 in polar form. Right, so let's take a look at this. Z1 is root 3 plus I. Okay, so we've got root 3 plus I. There's our root 3. That's a 1. Let's call that theta. So the magnitude of root 3 plus I is the square root of root 3 squared plus 1 squared. Root 3 squared is 3, plus 1 is 4, square rooted is 2. Then if we say that tan theta equals 1 over root 3, opposite over adjacent, theta, the only angle that works for is pi over 6. So therefore, Z1 is 2 cis pi over 6. But I hear you saying, but Mrs. George, we were asked for Z1 cubed. Well, that's easy. That's 2 cubed cis 3 pi on 6, which is 8 cis pi on 2. And there you go. That's your full question 1.